Assalamu alaikum. Myself Muhammad Ibajunaid from DVMC2 group, and you have heard about the word lactation and anestrus, but not in equid. So today my presentation focus on this unique phenomena in the Caribbean donkeys. So this study took place in Saint Kitts and Nevis in the West Indies, and the organization that did this research was Ross University School of Veterinary Medicine. Moving forward, what is lactation in estrus? Lactation in estrus is a temporary cessation of the ovarian cyclicity during the lactation. It is not much common in the equid family, but it is more common in the mammals like sheep, cattle, and in the primates also. And the male usually exhibit the fall heat during first 14 days. And the fall heat here indicate the first heat which came after the falling, and this was the first documented case which took place in the breeding season of the donkeys or the mares. So beside this, we have the postpartum reproductive comparison between the normal liquid pattern and the lactation estrus. As the name indicate, the anestrus, there is no cyclicity, no estrus, and it is the common in cattle, and in the normal pattern these all things are in the contrary. Next, we have research approach, comprehensive monitoring of the 25 feral genies. We took 25 feral genies that were in the stage of the late pregnancy, and the age group was 3 to 13 days. We provide them the same housing, same environment, same nutrition, and we did the weekly trans-abdominal ultrasound, and then we did the transrectal ultrasound post falling, and then we also teased twice with the jack to know if there's any estrus signs or not, and then we did the weekly blood sampling to know the progesterone level, and which correspond to the estrus, and then this study took place till the 4 month, that is the weaning age in the equid family. Key finding: 32% of the genes remain anestrus post falling. Here is the pie chart which indicate that the major chunk of the portion is covered by the normal genes. The rest, the portion in the red, show the some portion of the genes that were in the lactation anestrus, which is the group 2, group B, and their prevalence is 32%, and the normal genes have the prevalence of 68%, and then we have the yellow area in the pie chart which indicate the 4 genes that lost their fall somehow due to the septicemia, and they return to the normal cyclicity. Here we have the parameter which were the same as I discussed in the previous slide almost. Yes, was the corpus luteum. Yeah, the corpus luteum is not present in the anestrus group, and as there is no cycle, and it is present in the normal group. Next slide is about the lactation estrus resolved only after the fall weaning. Here is the reproductive activity comparison, of the lactation and estrus genes and with the normal genes. So here we were most focused on the genes that are having the lactation and estrus. Here we can see in the blue line that from day 0 to the 4 month, there is no ovarian activity as is indicating in the graph. It is the same horizontal line, and immediately after the fourth month, that is 1 to 2 week after the 4 month, there is a sharp increase in the ovarian activity as it is indicating in the graph. Moving toward the next slide is the progesterone data which confirm the ovarian inactivity during lactation. Here is another graph which indicate the progesterone level corresponding with the days or times. So here we can see the minimum threshold level of the progesterone is 4 nanogram per ml, which have to be there to indicate that there is some ovarian activity. But the female showing lactation in estrus, they have their progesterone level way below the 4 nanogram per ml till the 4th month, till their weaning, and till the weaning period, and after that there is a sharp increase in the progesterone activity, and I can see that they were at the minimum threshold level, which indicate that their cyclicity resumes after the after the weaning period. Moving toward the next slide, it excluding the nutritional and seasonal causes. Nutritional factor ruled out since all the genes were housed at same, providing with the same nutrition, water sources, and the crops. And the photoperiod factor we rule out because and the location where this study took place is at St. Kitts location. It is 17 and latitude. So there is a minimal day length changes. We can see here in the graph also there is slight increase in the day length in the May, June, July, but not much. So the last slide is about the clinical implication. Lactation and estrus can occur in the donkey. So our the primary conclusion is that yes, there is the lactation estrus that can occur in the donkeys, and it is the first documented case. And what our from the clinical point of view, if the foal is not coming into the heat 2 days after the falling, so we should not immediately rush to the clinical treatment. Rest, we should keep in mind the differential diagnosis of the lactation and estrus in them. And there's also a need for the future studies of the lactation and estrus to know about the genetical predisposition of this case. And that's all. Thank you very much.